Hello, and welcome to Day 8 of Crafty Mart's beginner-level Minecraft tutorial. As we awaken, we can see a few mobs burning off to the east of the village. More about those in a moment. Let's start off with a tip as I stand astride of my battlement. I'm pressing the left shift key. This allows me to crouch. Crouching is a move that'll help prevent you falling off the edge of a block. Press the left shift key and you can use your other movement keys to move front, back, left, or right. Why would you want to crouch? I find it very convenient when I'm building up high, or when I'm on the edge of a cliff or ravine and I want to look down. So let's get some of the iron out of this furnace that we placed here yesterday. And we'll store a few of these blocks. Here's a mechanic for moving stuff around. Press the left mouse button to select the contents of a box. Press the left shift key, then click the box to send all the contents to or from the chest. Let's replenish some of the coal here in these furnaces. Make a few more torches. So if you right-click in an inventory box with more than one item, you'll take half of the items. That's just what I did with the sticks there. So I look both ways. And we're off to make some defenses for the east side of the village. That's agenda item number 1 here today. If I have time, I will resize the cow pen over on the north side and offer up a few more tips and tricks, hopefully. So the idea of defense is to prevent hostile mobs from entering the village. So I'm going to make sure that there's a 2-block high border all the way around. And it's a combination of building up like this and digging down. So you'll notice that in some areas I don't really need to either build up or dig down. It's probably a good idea as well to have a border on the inside. That'll keep your villagers from wandering outside the perimeter of your village and getting stuck out there after dark especially. Zombies will tend to either kill your villagers or transform them into zombie villagers, neither of which is good. I mentioned the mobs we saw burning earlier would be either zombies or skeletons. That's what they do when they get caught out in the daylight, as we saw at the beginning of the second video. They'll just burn and die, unless they can find shelter. Spiders and creepers will not burn in daylight, or in any light, but they will phase out after a short while. If you want to harvest them for their resources, you need to act quickly. A quick note to keep in mind if you need to escape hostile mobs and you're around a village. You can go inside a building. Hostile mobs can't open doors. You have to keep in mind though that villagers can open doors. And if the hostile mobs are around when a villager opens a door, they're just letting in that hostile mob. So you may have noticed earlier that the 2 cow pens are on different levels. The one closest to the house is the one I'm going to keep. And I'm going to build up the terrain around the other one. It's another reason I'm digging up so much ground here, or so much dirt. As I tear down the pen that I'm going to move, the cows will escape. Now there goes my shovel. I'm going to make a couple more. So in order to carry out this strategy, you're going to need a lot of shovels. Just a warning in advance. So you'll notice there that there's a chicken on the inside and a chicken on the outside of my barrier. They're stuck where they are for now. I'm probably going to want to get the one on the outside in. There's another one over there. Going to need to create a temporary access for it. And so here's the pins. I'm going to remove these wooden blocks. These are actually logs. I'm going to take them all out. The cows still won't be able to escape the top pen. And here I'm going to try to harvest some wheat. This may not be mature enough to harvest, however. And as I look at my inventory, I see that I picked up some seeds, but no wheat. So what I can do is either go to another garden or grab a bale of hay. First I'm going to knock this tree down. It's kind of bugging me. I have no visibility beyond the tree and between these two houses. Now any place the tree is touching the house, or should I say the leaves are touching the house, I'm going to need to remove them. They won't come down otherwise. So I'm going to remove all these. I think it may actually be anywhere leaves are touching a wooden block. So now I'm looking for another garden. There's one there. So I'm going to go and harvest a couple of pieces of wheat. And first I'll move this dirt so you'll see what happens. See the wheat just went into that second last inventory spot. I'm going to replant. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Those are trees. Let's move those out and replant the wheat there. And there's some bales of hay. I'm going to use my axe because it's quicker. And you'll notice that when I put the bale of hay up here, I can actually break it down into 9 pieces of wheat. I have wheat anyway, right now, from that garden. So I'm in a good position to recapture those cows once they escape from that lower pen. Just going to try to finish breaking down these logs here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make the upper pen bigger as well. So, as far as I'm aware, the inside of your pen can't be any bigger than 10 blocks, or your mobs may disappear. And so I'll have to keep that in mind. Make sure I don't exceed the 10 block limit. I'm not sure if that's still in effect, but I'll do it anyway, just to make sure. And you see back in the background there, the sun is going down in the west. So I'm going to head off to the base. This is also bugging me. This high grass here, it blocks visibility somewhat, and so do these bales of hay. So I'm going to remove them as well. There was a creeper hiding behind that as I come out the door. He could easily surprise me. Close the door, up the ladder. And before I call it a day, I'm just going to stand on the battlement again. Check our handiwork. Looks like okay for now. I'll take another look at it when it's light. And I'm suspecting that mobs will be able to spawn there because it's dark enough. I don't see anything spawning yet. It is after dark, so yeah, there's a skeleton over there. All right, we'll call that a day. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you on day 9.